all of the photos, which they call posts. Each photo or panorama is a post. You can reorder them if you want to by just moving around. And then once that is done, they put you into this edit screen. If you want to start editing, you must hit this button up here, the pencil, and then you can move around and you add these hotspots. And that would, let's see, get out of this, and you can see how it works for moving you around. Excuse me, as in a regular Street View tour or a Kula tour here. Let's see. And in this case, I'm just going to show you the process of how you add hotspots. It's really simple. Remember again, I went into the edit screen by hitting that pencil up above. To add a hotspot, you would, well, first of all, I'm going to move over here, and that is this panorama here. This is my technique. I look straight down and I try to peg the position where the hotspot, where this panorama is, and that's where I want to put the hotspot. This is 1, 2, 3 squares over, 1 square down from that point there. All right, I'm back over here. All I have to do is drag this image of the panorama that I want to move to and place it where I want it to be. Backlink. This is a nice feature that they have in Kula, that once you place the hotspot for the next panorama, if you have it set up to produce a backlink, it automatically gives you the hotspot moving from that panorama back to where I'm at right now. So yes, I do want to do that because it makes life easier. And let's see here. That would be the correct point. Over on the right-hand side here, you have an ability to make this hotspot a couple different styles. Floor would be the one to have it in as a hotspot for moving around here. So once you have that in place, that's all you really have to do. You click save, and just to demonstrate how this is working, I got out of the edit screen, clicked the hotspot, and I moved to where I was going. And if I turn around again, you'll see that the hotspot has automatically been placed for moving back to the panorama that I just came from.
For you, if you're, I'm assuming a lot of people who are watching this right now, you guys want to make money. You want to, this is a profession. You're looking at this as a profession, I would imagine. So I'm going to come back to that because I want to switch over to basically go through here, or yeah. So go through is, I think, is the best program for uploading your Google Street View tours. And I say that because, like Scott had said before, he and I were tips, trusted independent, or anyways, we were in the program in the early days, and we learned a specific way to shoot our tours, and then basically how to, put them into Google, and then Google basically took the rest. But anyways, when they dropped out from that, or when they passed along the torch, I should say, that was the way I knew how to do it. And Go Through was the only company out there that actually had built the same way of implementing the tours. And well, here, in fact, let me just go to show you here. This is their in fact, is anyways, let me just are these videos in the way? In fact, are is
Our
this
videos, well, I see the little
okay?
video on the right there.
Okay, all right. Let me get rid of that. So anyway, so this is the go through website. In fact, I've been there from the beginning and they've really put a lot of money and a lot of effort and really, really good stuff. And I highly recommend go through as your moderator, but that's just that's me. So, in any case, the street, so this what you're seeing here, the Street View moderator, this is kind of their new AI stuff. But how I learned was doing it this way. It says connecting using the map. And so again, kind of reiterating what we did with Google in the early days is we'd go in and we'd set up our cameras and then we'd shoot one shot after another, starting from the front door. And there was a kind of we had to go through a training, if you will, to learn how to do this. So in any case, I say this because um, Google just put all the tours together. It just made it really easy. But when they transferred the program to third parties, it was us now shooting the 360s and assembling them on our own through Photoshop and Pano2BR and creating a single equirectangular that we would then upload to all these programs. So we bring the finished panorama to connect and then display on Google. So, anyways, knowing that fact, this was the way I learned, and this is the way I continue to do it. Now they have this new AI moderator, and I really was hoping. I thought this would be cool. I thought, wow, I could just all that work I don't have to do. My problem is that the way I shoot and bill for my tours is that I charge $100 per panorama that I shoot for a business, and because they're expensive, but they're really, really high quality.